sit this ass on you. Welcome to Carmen's Kinky Nights. I'm your host, Karmen, and today is the first official episode. Today, I have a very special guest, singer, songwriter, journalist, Zafronea. And today's episode will be all about foreplay. So I'm going to throw some questions out there for you, and we're going to share our stories and experiences, and we're just going to get this ball rolling. So let's start off. Um, Zafronia, what is your definition of foreplay? Like, what do you like?
Hmm. Let's
And,
see.
and y'all can
I'm
call her
sorry. I'm
Z.
sorry. Go ahead. What's the
You're
question?
fine. And y'all can call her Z. That is, you know.
Oh yes, you can call me Z. You don't have to say the whole entire, name. But I would say my definition of foreplay would be just getting everything ready, like
Mhm.
I feel like, that's when, if you're going to orgasm and if you're going to really have an amazing, you know, few sessions,
Mhm.
like, that needs to be very good. It needs to be, it's where you test your chemistry,
Yeah. Yeah.
and whoever you're with, if you can't match your foreplay, boo, that is probably not going to be that great.
Right.
You
Right.
know, so
Mhm.
I would say that's just getting ready and showing off how much you want that person before giving them everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I.
I definitely agree. Like foreplay to me, I like the whole shebang. Like I love for, man or
Mm-hmm.
woman, not just
Okay,
I like,
hi girl, because
okay, today's day and age. But I love I love like the whole like
mm-hmm.
treatment date night. I love that. I
Oh
love
yes.
like the
Mm-hmm.
feeling and the temptation
Mm-hmm.
up until that point, and then when you get into the bedroom, I love like the kissing, the touching,
Right.
um and depending on, like you said, chemistry, like that is
Mm-hmm.
something that's very valuable to me because I won't get wet the same. Like my body, like if
Yeah.
it's with, right, if it's with somebody like I'm in love with or I have a strong connection, like it's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be like foreplay is gonna be
Right.
amazing. But if it's with like somebody I'm just dating, hooking up with or whatever,
Right.
it won't be the same. Like it
Okay.
ranks, but
Mhm.
yeah.
You mind if I ask you
Yeah, go
something?
ahead. Go ahead.
So I would have to add and agree with you, like when you were saying about like the whole date night and everything. I think that even plays into, foreplay as well.
Mhm.
Because honestly, I could be ready off of words, like just to have,
Mhm.
you
Yes.
know, the whole shebang is going, or if we missed each other and everything, like I could just be like, you know,
Mhm.
in a puddle
Right.
off of
Okay.
us, just, okay, all right,
Mhm.
just off of
Yeah.
us,
I was just
speaking
about
and
to ask.
connecting. Hmm.
I was just about to ask you that. Do you count intelligence and like spiritual
Mm.
connection?
Oh,
Because that's
yes.
definitely something like if a man like if I'm having that
Hmm.
good conversation, like when you've had
Right.
have a conversation with somebody and you just go into
Hmm.
like another world with them. And then you're like, oh
Hmm.
damn, I want to fuck you. Like I really want to make love to you. I want
Yeah.
to like, I've had, had
Yeah.
deep conversations with, people I've been dating or just met.
Right.
And then the sex has been like incredible, all off of having that good, deep conversation, like
Mhm.
feeling like you've
Yeah.
known them before. And
Right. Hmm.
that is something that I'm like, yes, that is definitely foreplay all the way for me. Like,
Definitely. Yeah, I love that. Those are some of my most favorite connections, I would definitely say. Hmm.
what do you like the most?
Hmm.
Like, is
Like
there,
just, what do you mean? Like just in general? Like what do I
yeah,
love?
like a foreplay? Like
Uh,
for
it's not like a
me,
teenager.
right? Like for me, for instance, I
Um,
love. Okay, so throughout my experiences, being with different
Mm-hmm.
people, I've learned, what my body likes, what it doesn't.
Right.
And
Of course.
I
Mm-hmm.
be having like the most random like places.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm like, dang, you kissing me behind my kneecaps? Like what?
Girl, hey, girl,
Like
stuff.
I did not know that I like the behind of my kneecaps kiss. Like
Like,
what? Yes.
girl, it's a
Toe
whole
suck.
different
No,
thing.
like I'm down
Mm.
for the cause. Like,
You
you know,
know, right?
I love the
Yeah, that
touch, like
makes
the
sense.
touching, and like
Mm,
I like my nipples to be sucked too,
mm,
a little nibble or something. I like
mm,
that. Like
mm.
I like that. And men
Yes,
who really understand how a woman's body is, they know
and,
that you need to make
and
sure
respect.
she's good. Yes, because that pussy is
Some
gonna be
men
tight.
will, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some men, I'm sorry, some men will like know like how to do it, but they won't know when and
Mm-hmm.
what kind of way, what kind of, you know what I'm saying? You gotta match
Mm-hmm.
each other, you know,
Mm-hmm.
um, after a while. But I would say me personally, like I I love
Okay.
love gotta hit the church hymn voice on it, okay? Um, I love my like not only my nipples, just like my boobs, my whole like breast. Like I love them sucked, all that shit. I love them bit, like not nipple,
Mm-hmm.
like teeth. Okay,
Yes. Oh my
I
God.
don't know why things have, and I'm not even that old, but things have changed as I've gotten older. Like you were saying with the kneecaps and
Yes.
stuff. Like it's certain things that I like that I'm like, ooh. And I mean, choking is amazing. Like I just love
Yes.
it. It's great.
I
I
know.
have no
That
idea.
is
I'm so
literally.
into like the,
I know.
you know, yeah, pain has become like
Yes. I
a
love. It's
it's
just.
like borderline amazing.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like maybe like
Uh-huh.
psychologically like a natural like turn on
Right.
because
Uh-huh.
I enjoy the same thing like and I love like when he can do multiple things at one time like
Mhm.
I like when he's still doing the little foreplay action
Yeah.
while like y'all are
Mm-hmm.
having sex like it
Oh
is I
yes.
love when he can
Ooh,
suck your nipple and then fuck it
girl.
too. I'm like
What?
what like I
It's
love that
great.
shit
You
and then
know,
he be
I
choking
with him.
what
That's one of my favorite things.
I'm
It's great.
like, I be like, yes, he's a
Definitely.
man of all trades. Like,
Mhm.
like that's how I like him. Like, that is my
Mhm.
favorite thing. Um,
Okay, how do you feel about spit?
okay, it's so crazy because I was just having this
Uh-huh.
conversation with somebody.
Mhm.
um, my friend, I was having a conversation with her, and she was saying like, no, like spit no, but it's
Mhm.
there are certain things that we do in the bedroom that we don't necessarily plan. It's just the chemistry is so strong that
Yeah.
when you're in the
Mhm.
moment and in the mood, and then you're just like, yes, like I'm gonna do this. So, yes, I've had a man spit in my mouth, but it's been more like, I'm tongue kissing him, and then he pulls away, and then there's just like, spit just happens to be falling out of my mouth, and then he comes back, and then we start kissing again. Um, that's been my experience with that, and I've just like I said, I'm nasty in the bedroom. Like I love like I just love to let it out. That's another to express myself, especially when I'm feeling it sexually. But yes, I've done it. I love it. I'll probably do it again with the right person. like yeah, how do you feel about it, and have you ever done it?
So yeah, I definitely enjoy the whole, spitting situation. Um, like this guy who, I consider my top five, I'll say. We were fucking, and I don't know what I did. I know we were kissing, and I guess I did something. I don't know what I did, but he was like, "You so fucking nasty. I should spit in your mouth." And I
Ooh.
opened my mouth. That shit was amazing. Like I really enjoyed this. I'm like, I really enjoy these adult moments. Like, these are times I'm gonna look at when I'm 80. Like, yes, girl, yes.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I like. I've definitely spit in a guy's mouth, for sure. And let's see. Oh, something else I like about spit. When you're eating me out, like I like it disgustingly like wet. Like I like it like I know a lot of women don't, but I do.
Yeah.
I like it just like I don't even know what you would call it, like a water park, like just
Yes.
crazy, like fire hydrant tap off, crazy.
Yes. So
New York summer,
do you squirt?
water everywhere.
Do you do you squirt too?
I do.
Like when you since you like it aggressive, like given aggressively,
Mm-hmm.
do you squirt? Like that
Right.
just turns you on more?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all of that is just it's just great. All of it.
Mm.
I'm not into pee. I don't do that. I'm not into that.
Mm-hmm.
But anything outside of that that gives that adds to that,
Yeah.
wetness, I would definitely say for sure. And then also like how you were saying, like when he does two things at one time.
Mm.
So like when we're fucking and it's missionary and my legs are up
Yes. Oh my
and
God.
your dick is in me and you spit, like you look down and you just spit all the way from up there and just I don't know, it's just something about all of that and the
Yes.
beautiful brown skin. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god. It's
Yes.
so amazing.
I love all of that. Absolutely.
It's just
Yes,
amazing,
I was just
so.
gonna ask you, when you said, he was talking to you, I should spit in your mouth.
Mm,
I was just gonna ask you, do you
mm.
like to be talked to during sex?
Yes, I do. I do, different ways depending on what's going on. I do think that's important as well. Like, I don't like quiet men
Mhm.
and, well, I don't like, you don't have to like talk a lot. Like, I've had amazing sex with this guy. Oh
Mhm.
my God. I can tell we were on each other's hit list since like high school. And,
Oh,
girl,
not
how
the
he
hit
was talking to me, he
list.
was
Oh,
rude girl. Yes. And he had got, he got fine, the Asian. I always knew, he had a big dick. Anyway,
Lord,
so,
he had a big
um,
energy.
right, but he was just, he was a nigga. He was shit. Finally, he had a girlfriend. Long story short. Um, but who cares? I sat on his face multiple
Ooh.
times and it was great. I enjoyed it. Yeah, like that's something that's oh, okay, that I would add to foreplay because I've done that like before. Oh, and something that I've done and I really enjoy is like if I'm on a
Mm-hmm.
couch and like he's sitting down and so like I'm up on the higher part. We gotta be on the wall now, okay? Because I'm a fluffy girl, I'm a fluffy gal. But so, I'll like get on top and like sit on his face or whatever. And after I come, I'll just like slide down under it. Like it's like everything. It's like porn. Great.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's great. So I recommend it.
Oh,
Um,
okay. I'll have to try that.
I Yeah, 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 definitely. Okay, how do you feel about men who don't eat pussy?
Like Nicki Minaj say, well, this ain't he ain't got his fat. She
Period, the
say,
queen.
ain't no fat nigga telling me what he ain't eating. But in my book, that goes to any of them. Okay, like I just feel as though you need to please your woman. Just like the man needs to
Right.
please. The woman needs to please the man. Like
Yes,
it's an
I completely
anomaly to
agree.
some men, but
Hmm.
not many men. But there are men out there who still, you know, and I would definitely say, giving head is definitely a part of foreplay.
Hmm.
Getting the woman,
Hmm.
there to that point because when the pussy is good, when the man gets the woman's body right, it's going to be more pleasurable for him. When
Hmm.
you get that pussy juicy and wet and tight, that pussy is gonna be throbbing as soon as he sticks his dick in. That pussy is gonna be gripping his
What?
dick. Okay, that pussy is gonna be
Okay.
gripping his dick,
Period.
and that's gonna make it more pleasurable for him and her. So, when men say that,
Right.
I'm just like, sir, honey, like you missed out. Like there's something like you had a bad experience or
Right.
something. If a man knows a woman's body is going to be, better for him at the end of the day. But I do want to get back to my
Right.
question about the talking dirty during sex, a part
Oh,
of
yeah, yeah.
foreplay, of course. And I know you said you do, but I will say I I like it to a certain extent. I personally, for like the longest, and I'm still battling with it. For the longest, I didn't I didn't like it. I didn't really care like for it. Like I didn't mind it, but it definitely took me a while to warm up to it, and I really warmed up to it when I got turned out. And the it's like the guy that I was with, who at the time, like I was in love with, he, I want to hear from you. That's a turn on to me. And I was just like, okay. And then, slowly but surely, I started talking like, yeah, daddy, like, I like it like that. Or, yes, daddy. Oh, that feels good. And I would say things like, yeah, daddy, come to me, or whatever,
Right.
it would be that would turn him on. And literally, when I would talk, his dick would get harder. And like, he was the kind of guy, like when I'm having sex with him, he would do this thing where like he would like throb his dick inside of you, like
Oh,
out of this
yeah.
world.
Yeah.
And I'm
That's
already
it.
like
Ah.
turned on
Yes, I
to
love that
that.
shit. It's
And
amazing.
so that definitely goes into foreplay about, making
Right.
the woman feel comfortable and knowing what her body likes, and that went back to him because, I was getting wetter, tighter, and it was just like a turn on, and we both had an amazing orgasm at the same time. That's another thing that we'll talk about eventually, but yeah, talking during sex is definitely amazing. Anyway, so the question I was going to ask you, if you've been with younger or older guys,
Oh,
and
yeah.
if so, can you tell the difference between, their foreplay and their approach in their initiation to having sex with you?
So, yeah, I have dated younger and older guys. I would definitely say that with younger guys, they tend to either not know what they're doing, um, be a little more
Mm-hmm.
insecure about the whole thing itself, or don't want to do it. They just want to go, straight into it or whatever. Um, so that can be a whole thing. But it's cool, once you teach them, if they're a good grasshopper, and you can teach them what to do, how to do it, you can create a good soldier, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely agree. And, you know, with dating younger and older men as well, um, I've definitely dealt with that. Not knowing, this goes back into when you asked the question if, or what do I think about men who don't give head? Them not being aware of the woman's body, or being insecure, or just being afraid sometimes of what we would say if they're not doing a certain thing right. And sometimes some men are like, I'll say specifically
Mm-hmm.
some men, not all, because
Right, right,
I've
right.
dated both younger and older men who definitely know how to handle themselves as men.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I I think I think it's oh, I lost my train of thought. But I will say, I definitely can tell the difference between between the age of certain things that men do. I've known like older men
Mm-hmm.
to have a certain way of doing things, like, you know, they're all about the women. And younger men, they're just like, you know, I'm just gonna get to it, you know,
Right.
bust my nut and keep it pushing, you know, like I'm just gonna get to it, bust my nut, you know, I don't really care how the woman's body
Mm-hmm.
feels. And, you know, older men have been like, you know what? I'm gonna take that time. I'm gonna make sure she's good. I'm gonna make sure
Mm-hmm.
she gets her orgasm first, and
Girl.
then I'm gonna get mine. You know, so
Girl.
and
I done
sometimes it all depends.
did foreplay with an older nigga massaging me and shit. Girl.
Oh my god! If you can start with my feet, if you can start with my feet, and then work your way up, oh my god! I had this guy one time. He was massaging my feet, my back, my
Ooh,
legs, and this
yes.
was after a hard day of work. He had heavy hands. He was a little
Mm.
thick. He had heavy hands, and girl, he just slid the dick in, and I was like, "Oh, hell yes!" Like, oh, hell yes. Well, Zafronia, it's been a pleasure talking with you. My tourist queen.
Woo,
um,
bull gang.
any last words?
Um, okay,
Or,
so yeah, I just want to leave y'all with I love black men. You know, I love y'all so much. I love y'all.
oh,
Shout out to the black men who have a little bit. I don't like a lot of it, just a little bit of a little curly taco meat hair on the chest. You know, over there trust no one
oh,
tattoo that everyone got in like 2009.
oh my
Or
god.
God, or fear no one but God tattoo. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the black men with soul patches. I've just really been able to see what that is. I didn't even know that was a thing.
What is
Do you
that?
know what
I don't even know
a
what that
soul
is.
patch is? Like a little patch of hair on your like lower back.
Oh, what? Why do they do that?
I don't know why they call it a soul patch,
So bad.
but I saw it. I was like, okay,
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much,
mm-hmm.
Zafronia. It's been a pleasure talking with you. Um, I'm definitely going to have you back on here as one of my special guests. Um, Absolutely. I love the conversation that we've had. I love the stories and your experiences that you give us tonight. Uh, Thank you to my Karmen family. Be sure to follow me on all of my social platforms: Instagram, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. And thank you for tuning in, and check us out next week. Let me sit this ass.